So I'm assuming you've seen this look before. And if you have done anything, and I think this is the problem with academic researchers is that most of us are doing this. They're like, and they're looking down their nose at you and making you feel insecure or problematic, and they're making you feel like you're not good enough, and they're judging you. And this behavior is extremely common in the research community. And I would have to say that, there's many times that I do that as an individual, where I look down on somebody. I'm like, no, you can't get that. You don't get it. You don't understand. And, I'm thinking there in my mind, how can I get this and then they don't get this? This idea is surprisingly easy. And the truth is that it's not. It's never an easy idea. And for a lot of people really struggle at getting conceptual things. And I want to tell you that if you're experiencing this and you're going through this, that it's normal for you to feel not great about yourself. So I want to preference. I want you to sort of think about this. So first of all, you're amazing and you're remarkable. And I want you to think about this. But it is normal to feel like you are a failure, that you can't do anything, that you don't know what you're actually doing. All of these things that are filled with self-doubt that are in front of you, and you're thinking in your head, I can't do this. Why is everybody so ahead of me? Everybody looks so much better than you. I'm going to tell you this right now, is that everybody is in the same boat as you. They're all lying. I'm going to tell you this, like, they're lying. They struggle to understand all of that same stuff, just like you. And they are judging you now because they know what the thing is, right? But on the other side, they struggled to get there, and now they're looking down on you, and they're putting this barrier between you and them. And I want you to remember that everybody else is just as messed up and as screwed up and problematic as you are. But that is a good thing, because you're already remarkable. You're already there. You're starting. And there is this difference. So one of the things that you will know is that if we focus on the winners, that means everybody else is the losers, right? The one person that quote unquote wins and gets there quicker, whatever the hell that means, and they're there, then we celebrate them. That means that there's 10,000 other people that have struggled to get there. And you'll see this actually in learning dynamics. We know this, that if you go into Duolingo, for example, there's a fraction of the people that have started that are still on doing Duolingo after a month, right? Like, everybody in my family, except for me, stopped after a couple of weeks. That's because I know that the frustrations that you feel, the problems that you feel, are normal. That's the process. That's what it means, is that you get up despite those feelings that you have, and you say, screw you to the rest of the world. I'm going to do this. I know you're looking down at me, and I know you're judging me. And in my head, I'm thinking that you are judging me as well, even if you're not. And I'm just going to say, screw you. I'm going to turn that part of my brain off, and I'm going to get going, and I'm going to feel that I can do this. And I'm going to be the one person that gets up and does this, and everybody else is going to be sitting there not doing it. So I want you to think about that. This is a big problem, where if we focus on the winners, that means 1,000 other people are not going to go. And I think about this in all scenarios, in many scenarios, right? I think about like soccer. If we only focus on the winners, that means that there is 100 million losers that exist out there, because there's 100 million people that play soccer and they're not in the Premier League, so that they all lost, right? Instead, what we should really focus on is the fact that there are people getting up, enjoying this, having fun, doing good things with their life at any given moment. And the same thing as you're doing good things with what you're actually doing. I want you to remember that in every day, every step of the way that you're doing things it never feels like you are winning. It never feels that people are going to sort of give you applause. It never feels that this is the right thing for you to do, but it is every step along the way. Every time that I do a push-up, and I've done a lot of push-ups now in my life, it feels god awful and ugly and it's painful and I don't do them correctly and all of those kind of things, but I do them every day, just like you. You could do these things too. Every single day you can get up and do this. You can ignore everybody else. Everybody's judging you because you're not good enough. Everybody is saying, what the hell are you doing? I want you to ignore them and get up. And everybody that has ever done something will tell you it's the same story every single day. That everybody will not believe in you, and then all of a sudden they do. It turns around and it becomes something. And I want you to remember that as you're going about your day. Nobody's going to believe you. You're going to feel like a failure. Nothing feels like it's working. Everything feels like you're not moving anything. And yet, someday it happens. And someday you look around and you're like, oh my God, I did this. And I want you to remember that. And that's how it works. And when you get to that moment where it feels like, oh my God, I did this, it actually doesn't really quite feel like that. You look at it and you're like, I'm exhausted and I don't want to do this anymore, but I did it. And I want you to think about that. Every single day you get up and you do the things because you enjoy it. You do the things because you know it's the right thing to do. And that's it. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.